Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I will show you that how to use multiple VLOOKUP in Excel. If you are aware about that, how to use VLOOKUP, then you would be able to understand it properly. But I will cover in this particular tutorial that how to apply the normal VLOOKUP, and if you have the criteria where you have to apply the multiple VLOOKUP, then how can you apply it? And then you also need to, first of all, you need to observe the data whether it is multiple VLOOKUP is required or not. According to that, you need to apply the multiple VLOOKUP function. So I have created here some data over here. Like we have three countries like India, South Africa, and Japan. And here we have the cities name. Like in India, we have Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, Pune. South Africa, we have different cities like Cape Town, Durban, Johannesburg, Soweto. In Japan, we have cities like Tokyo, Yokohama, Osaka, and Nagoya. And in this all these tables, this is called table. So in these tables, we have the data for the last like quarter one and quarter two sales are available over here. So what is our criteria over here? We have a small data set over here. We need to retrieve the details from these cities like Delhi. Delhi falls in India. Johannesburg, it is in South Africa, and Osaka, it is in Japan. So we need to apply the VLOOKUP function in order to get the values from these tables, right? So before this, I will tell you that if you are not aware about the normal VLOOKUP function, then I will also cover it over here, like how to get the values from the normal VLOOKUP. Suppose we need to retrieve the Delhi value over here. Simply you need to put the is equal to sign, then you need to type VLOOKUP, then press tab. And now you can see that lookup value, this is my lookup value, right? Then it is asking from me the table array. We know that Delhi falls in this particular part. F4 it, and then comma. In like quarter one comes in this particular range, like it is a 1, 2. In second section it will come. Then I will type here like 2, comma 0. 0 is for the exact match. Then close the bracket. Now you can see that we have the quarter two sales over here. Quarter one sales is reflecting over here. And if I'll just freeze this and drag it here, and I will change the column name over here like 3. Now you can see that Delhi sales are available over here. But what if I will just drag the same formula in this manner? So now you can see that we are getting some error values over here like #NA, because the value is not available in this particular table. It is in a different table, but we have not captured these tables. That is why we are getting errors. So in these such scenarios where we have multiple tables and we need to retrieve the values from all the tables one by one, we require to apply the multiple VLOOKUP function. So right now we have data in only 3 tables, which you can see right now over here. So what if we have a data in multiple sheets? Like in sheet 1 we have India, sheet 2 we have South Africa, then Japan, America, and multiple tables we have in a multiple sheet. And it could be happen that it is in a different workbook in a different location. We need to retrieve the values from in different location and different workbook, right? So in this particular function, which I'm going to tell you, that it doesn't matter that whether it is in a same sheet, whether it is in a different sheet and in different workbook. You also only need to just check your data, and according to that you need to apply the VLOOKUP function, and you would be able to get the values. Logic will remain same, nothing will be changed. But in this example, I want to show you that, because now you can see all the values over here. And if I'll apply functions over here, then you directly see the result. Like in Delhi, you can see over here. So that is why I have created these small tables for demonstration purpose only, and you would be able to understand that how to apply multiple VLOOKUP and where you can use it, right? So before this, I want to tell you one more thing, that we have I want to just apply a column function over here. In previous tutorial, I already told you about the column function. If you have not seen that video, you can watch it as well. So what column function return that if I'll type here column, so as name suggests that column, if I'll select this take column, right? So this is first column, this is second column, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, right? So it will return me first value. If I'll drag it like this, now you can see that it is a second column. My second column is selected. And if I drag it like this, then you can see that it is my third column, right? So it doesn't matter whether I will click here anywhere. So it will remain one column. If I'll click here, it would remain my second column. So in this way, I will apply the Vlookup function and column function. So if you have a normal Vlookup function, if you have the knowledge, then you can easily relate it with your function. But if you are new, then you also need to understand that all the criteria of the VLOOKUP, how we are just applying the VLOOKUP. So in this particular tutorial, I will tell you that how to use multiple VLOOKUP function. So let me just apply this function. So first of all, you need to type here VLOOKUP, and it is asking from the lookup value. This is my lookup value. So you need to freeze it. First, like F4, you need to press in order to freeze it. Then press comma. Then this is my table array. Right, this is my first column. Then what you need to do, again you need to press F4, because you are freezing all the values, because I do not want that whenever I drag the function, then the table will also change. That is why I am using freezing all these things, right? And what we can do, because we want to freeze only this part, we want that when we will just drag it like this. Okay, let me just apply the VLOOKUP again, VLOOKUP function, because you know that once we will apply the formula, then we need to drag it here, then like this we need to apply like this. So here the freezing concept is very important. So in this particular part, I am not going to cover the freezing concept, but the way I am applying you can use the similar kind of data set, and the way I am just using the freezing the rows and column, you can apply that, right? And you will get the values. Type VLOOKUP. This is my lookup value. Press F4. Then again press F4, then F4. So your dollar symbol should be before this cell F32, and then this is initially you need to put the dollar symbol, then you need to select this city name, then comma, then this freeze the entire data set, then press F4. Now we are just freezing all this data set, right? Then comma, then here you need to put because if I need to give in this particular data set, if I need to give the column index, what column index I need to give for the quarter one? It should be first and second, right? But I do not want to hard code it this value. Instead of that, I am using the column function. Column, and which column you want to take? Because it is in a second value, so I will take the second column, right? This is the first, then this is second. But I am not going to freeze it, right? It will remain same. Then comma, then 0. Then okay. Now just drag it like this. Now you can see that Delhi's values are available over here, like 18 and 20. But if I drag it like this, then you will see that we are getting the hash values over here, hash and something like that, because we have not included this table in this particular functionality. Right? I want to show you that. I just want to show you this error, because the concept which I am going to apply, then you would be able to understand that why I am applying that functionality. Okay, let's delete it and delete this part as well. Go to our main function. We know that when we will going to drag it like this, I'm going to get the error because this table is not included in the data set. Control Z. Then you need to apply here like if error function. If error. Suppose any value, suppose I'm dragging the function, if there would be any kind of error, then how I need to handle that, right? Then if error, value if error, then press comma over here, then apply another VLOOKUP function. Similar manner, what you need to do, you need to select this value F4, 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 first dollar symbol, then this reference, then comma. Now you need to select this South Africa table. This table you need to apply, use, and then press F4. Freeze it completely, then comma. Then you need to type here column. So column, which column you want to take? I want to take the same column because it's a column 2. In data set you can see that quarter 1 cell is coming in second column, then in third column. Then close it, then put 0 over here, then close all the bracket. Now you can see that we have covered this table and this table. Let me drag it once again. Now you can see that we are getting the Johannesburg value 36 and 21. But if I'll drag it like this, now you can see that we are getting the value errors in Japan table. Now you would be able to understand that we also need to include this table as well. So delete this part and delete this part. And one more time you need to use the if error function. It means that if you are getting error in any way, in between the function, then what do you need to do? That this is a value. Suppose in this value you are getting the error, then comma, then you need to apply the another VLOOKUP function. So this is my value. Similar manner, I will put the dollar symbol, then reference, comma, this is my third table. Freeze it pressing F4, then comma, then you need to type here a column function. Column. So as when I was just showing you the column function, I told you that whether I will select here, it doesn't matter because ultimately it is a second column. And we have a data in second and third column. So let me just select this time because it is second column, right? Then close it, then comma, 0, and that's all. Now you can see that Delhi we have a 18, in quarter 1 we have a 18, in quarter 2 we have a 20 values, right? And I will drag it like this. In Johannesburg you can see that we have a 36 value, then 21 value in quarter 2. Similar manner in a Japan, Osaka, 79 and 65. So you can see these values. Let me change the value from here, type here like this part, and now you can see that the value is automatically getting changes. Let me also change this Johannesburg to Durban. Now you can see that Johannesburg value is 24 and 25. Now you can see that this part is dynamic. Automatically it is retrieving the values from these tables. So now you would be able to understand that how to apply the multiple VLOOKUP function, right? If someone is someone is not aware about this function, and if first time he or she is just looking at this function, then might be they would not be able to understand it. But when you are just building the function or creating the function, you just need to check all the criteria, what are you doing and what kind of logic you are applying, right? So in this manner you can apply the multiple VLOOKUP function. And for demonstration purposes, earlier told you that we have taken these small tables over here. So suppose we have a multiple tables, there are 10 or 15 different cities, different countries, and it had different cities. Similar kind of data set we have, and instead of just like we are in this particular part, we are taking this value, then you can select another sheet, another workbook, right? And you will get the similar kind of value. You only need to understand the logic, what kind of logic we are building, right? And in this manner, you would be able to get the values from the different table. And this is the concept of the multiple VLOOKUP, that how can we apply the multiple VLOOKUP function. So you can use different kind of function also to get these kind of values, but it is a very simple example I have shown you. So I think you would be able to understand it, that how to apply VLOOKUP function. If you have the basic knowledge of how to apply the VLOOKUP, then you also would be able to relate this function, right? And if you are a beginner, then first of all you need to learn the basic VLOOKUP function, and then you can jump on this multiple VLOOKUP function part. I hope you would be able to understand it. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.